Alright, folks, welcome back, or if you're new, to a Dark Dre 19 What If. This is going to be a little interesting. This is, so as you probably read on the title and whatnot, this is what if female Naruto and Sasuke were friends with Kari Uchiha. Kari Uchiha is a made-up character that I made. This is going to be a somewhat overpowered what if, so and it's gonna take a while. Hopefully not too long, so bear with your boy. So anyway, we're gonna start with a rogue Uchiha man leaving the Leaf Village. He's not too happy with what Fugaku's planning with the Aku or whatnot, but he still respects Fugaku enough to not snitch on him. So instead he just leaves, and as he leaves the Leaf Village and on his long-winded journey, sorry, on his long-winded journey across a land that he's not really familiar with, and he comes across a village hidden. The village hidden in the land of death. yeah, this might be it'd be a little interesting, but hang on for a sec. Sorry, so anyway, I'm not gonna name this Uchiha because he's not gonna matter soon. But anyway, but let's just say this particular Uchiha was like his Fugaku's second in command, so you could say, what I'm saying, his second in command. I don't know if he had anything like that, but I'm just gonna give him that much of an importance. So this rogue Uchiha finds a village hidden in the land of death, where he sees the people or whatnot. Their complexion is more of somewhat a little somewhat palish, kind of pale, or just similar to Orochimaru's tone of skin, somewhat similar to that. And they basically, to the rogue Uchiha's surprise, they took the man in and treated the rogue Uchiha as if he was, one of their own. Mostly because they back in the days, the Leaf Village, did help these folks a while back. So, seeing that he's, a leaf ninja, decides, just take him in and treat him as if they were one of their own. So, during his stay, since, he's a rogue ninja, and he decides, just stay there. And during his stay in the village, he meets a young woman of the Kirito clan, of the Kirito clan, or Karaito clan. Karaito meaning reaper in English. But and where they quickly become, good friends. You know what I'm saying? The girl's name is named Shinohana. And did I put the meaning of that name? I don't think I did. Well, I guess it don't matter. But her name is Shinohana, and they both became, good friends. And over those years, over a few years of knowing each other and whatnot, they became lovers and finally have a child, naming him Kari, meaning black fire. And while the child was, still in the stomach of Shinohana Uchiha, since they're married now. So while she's still in their stomach, the baby is visited by a certain god that we all know and love, the Sage of Six Path. And the sage decides to do something a little special for Kari, because him over the years see how the Ashura and the Indra reincarnation just never get along. Sometimes there be some instances where they would sometimes work together, but most of the reincarnations don't get along or settle their differences. So with the last of his power or whatnot, he decides to take the chakra of Ashura and Indra and put it all in Kari. So now the boy has the when he's finally born, they a sense of an immense amount of chakra. And how immense is that chakra? Well, it rivals the first Hokage. I'm gonna do something real good for Kari. He's gonna get a lot better storytelling with this fool. But anyway, it's been a few years of peace for Kurui Uchiha, who has already unlocked his 3 Tomoe Sharingan. And that's mostly all thanks to his training with both his father and mother. And keep in mind that he's only half Uchiha. He's also half Karuto or Kirito, however I pronounced it. He's half Uchiha and half Kirito, but still, taking the Uchiha name because his mother has the Uchiha name now, so he's gonna take it. It's how it works. It's how it works. You have your father's last name. I have my father's last name. It's just how it works. Maybe there are some instances where you probably have your mother's last name, but I doubt it. But there are some instances where you do have your mother's last name, but that's besides the point. Kurui has his father's last name, Uchiha. And keep in mind, I said this is going to be a somewhat overpowered what if. So things might go into some ridiculous territories. So just, keep that in mind. And don't, go after me in the comments. Not that you even comment in the first place. But, so when he's, usually training with his father, when Karashi is training with his father, he mostly learned the basics or whatnot. Chakra control, tree and water walking and whatnot. And during that training, his father, learns that, Karahi is, really good with fire, lightning, and to his dad's ultimate surprise, wood. So, yeah, he's pretty good at that. And well, I can't really say abilities yet because, he's not at the Leaf Village. But, he knows, the basic, fireball jutsu and all. And he can do some things with wood, but, he doesn't have the amazing Hashirama wood yet. He has that dollar store Yamato wood. For now. But, correct. Karai's father is, pretty happy to see that his son is going to be, extremely powerful when he gets older. So that's basically his training with his father. But training with his mother is, a different story. From her, he learns the different aspect from his Kirito side of, and of their clan and abilities and whatnot. Keep in mind, Kirito means reaper. So, Reaper clan. Would y'all like it if I say Kirito clan or Reaper clan? Just asking. But, I'm going to keep saying the Kirito clan for now. But I probably won't, really mention it that much. I'm mostly going to say Uchiha a lot, but for now, it's the Kirito clan, and she decides to teach him one one of their most precious abilities, the Kirito mask. And I will show you what that mask look like. Yes, take a good look at the mask because you'll never see it again. But I will leave it on here as I talk about the training. So basically, the Kirito mask allows the wearer to tap into the true darkness in their heart and pull it out to conjure a specific weapon sometimes. And sometimes folks get, swords or staffs and spears and all, conjuring out of the heart of their darkness, heart of, their darkness, whatnot. And what our boy Kari conjures up is basically this scythe you see here. When Kari puts on the Kirito mask and conjure up this awesome scythe, the skull, when he allows it, the skull spills out a black. Get out of here. Spills out a black fire, kind of somewhat liquidy that forms into that reaper you see there. That helps Kirito not Kirito, Kari in battle. Just think of this as the somewhat similar to the third Hokage's Monkey King Jutsu. I think that's what it's called. So it's somewhat similar to that. So it basically, the smoke when he summons it whatnot, the Reaper, whenever Karahi's in battle and needs chakra fueling, the Reaper will fuel him, will recharge him. Of course it can, but of course he can act. He can ask the Reaper as many times as he wants, but it's mostly a 10-minute cooldown, and it only fills up half of his chakra, even though that won't really mean shit in the long run. So there's really no reason to tell you this, but I did it anyway. Kind of like a bunch of other what-ifers do. Anyway, with both of those skills in hand from both his father and mother, he became quite an extremely powerful ninja, which gets the attention of another extremely powerful ninja, one who likes to lick his lips and all some weird shit, the one who kind of like, who wants a little boy's body. You already know who it is, Orochimaru. That dude's a weirdo, and some folks is like, Orochimaru's not a pedophile, he's a badass, but I mean, come on. We all saw that one Naruto opening where freaking that one Naruto opening where freaking Sasuke was naked and he was wrapped around by snakes. That junk was on Cartoon Network once, and they were able to get away with a 13, most likely 13-year-old boy naked with snakes around him. Granted, you didn't see no private parts, but still, they were able to get away with that. But that's besides the point. That's besides the point. Fuck. Orochimaru taking an interest in the Reaper clan, seeing that Kari is basically half Uchiha and half Kirito. That basically Orochimaru gets the best in both worlds. He gets his Uchiha and he gets whatever this clan is. Basically, nobody else in the village. They're just random villagers. Only Shinohana Uchiha has is a Kirito. Nobody else is a Kirito besides her. So Orochimaru and a bunch of his sand ninja decide to attack the village, killing pretty much everybody, because really the only ninja there is Kari's father. And knowing that not all of them is gonna be able to escape, he decides to have Shinohana Uchiha leave with their son. Though she doesn't want to leave her husband behind, she doesn't really have a choice. Because they need to get there. Basically, how would I say? I guess how old would he be? Like 9, I guess. Whatever. Yeah, they need to get their 9-year-old child out of here. So, but Kari's dad been planning on something in the long run to help out his son, to where Kari's dad decides to take out his Mankigo Sharingan. He don't have the Eternal, he just have his own Mankigo Sharingan. He decides to take it out, because at that point he was gonna one more use of his power. He was gonna go blind. He was gonna go blind. So he decides to take his Mankigo Sharingan eyes out and give it to his shit recording. Okay, yes it is. And give it to his wife. But he decides, while he takes it out, he whisper his plan to Shinohana, and even though she didn't want to do it at first, this is in the long run gonna be good for Kari. So while taking out his eyes and giving it to his wife, he went to fight Orochimaru blind and unarmed, without his Sharingan. Even Sharingan, he still has skills to somewhat take on Orochimaru, but not the skills good enough. And he is being surrounded by other sound ninja who are taking him on. She taking him on, and when he's finally about to die, Shinohana puts Karahi right in front of him, and force his eyes open, because he was sort of a little scared, and kind of closing his eyes to all the screens and whatnot. So Shinohana force his eyes open, making Karahi watch his father die. And with this unbridled rage inside him, because you know how Uchihas are and their revenge. Whatnot. He wants to take his to kill Orochimaru, and with that pure rage and whatnot, he finally gets his Mankigo Sharingan, and even though that that's kind of seemed cruel for a mother to do to her child, they didn't really have a choice. They need Karahi to be strong and whatnot, and basically during that time when he finally awakened his Mankigo Sharingan, Shinohana takes Karahi away from the land of dead, and just run to the Leaf Village, because let's just say during that talk after he tell her to make sure Karahi sees his death, I want you to run to the Leaf Village and also give my eyes to Karahi. So they run. So she picks up her child and runs and whatnot. And when they're finally far away from the village, from the land of dead, and in a secluded area, Shinohana put Karahi in a sleeping genjutsu, when he wasn't using his Sharingan, and you just have his regular eyes. She puts him in a sleeping genjutsu, and does medical surgery, switching out his eyes with his father's eye, giving him the internal Mangekyo Sharingan. Though he will not be able to use it, it's going to be in the Shippuden area where he'll be able to access his Mangekyo Sharingan. I already gave him enough power. I'm not going to give him the internal Mangekyo Sharingan yet. So all he's gonna have is the three Tomoe Sharingan, and his affinity with it, fire, lightning, and wood, and the Kirito mask. And so I think that'll be good enough for him. So he'll get his Mangekyo Sharingan in Shippuden. So, and he basically, he doesn't have to, I don't know how long it took for Sasuke to achieve his Mangekyo Sharingan or Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan from Itachi and all that jazz. But it doesn't really take Kari that long, since he has Ashura in him. Ashura belongs to Naruto, right? Or is that Indra? Whatever. The one that belongs to Naruto, that his chakra, his unlimited amount of chakra is basically, that rivals, the first Hokage is basically just, it's just healing his eyes. So he's able to, see or whatnot. And has the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Though he won't be able to access it until Shippuden. So, after all that jazz, they finally reach the Leaf Village. The Reef Village. Hana, tired or whatnot, just, collapses in the front gate. Where Leaf Ninja see her and pick her up. And the boy. And, still somewhat, Karahi's still somewhat half asleep, and accidentally activates his Sharingan, and the Leaf Ninja, seeing that, they take him to the hospital and call the third Hokage right away. And, when they finally recovered and fully rested, the third Hokage, meets them and, asks them who they are and whatnot. She basically says that, the mother basically says that I am Shinohana Uchiha. And and the third Hokage is like, you don't really look like an Uchiha. It's like, really look like an Uchiha. I was like, I was married to a rogue Uchiha that used to be here, and this is my son, Kurohi Uchiha. Damn, that's hard to pronounce. And my husband basically told me to come to this village for his safety, because Orochimaru is hunting him. And basically, the third Hokage, hearing that, gladly gladly takes them both into the Leaf Village, because he's not gonna allow Orochimaru to have a Sharingan user. And remember when I say that most of my what ifs are gonna have something a little different and crazy, and most of my what ifs are gonna have a little different and crazy. I know turning both Naruto and Sasuke into a female is already a little different and kind of crazy, but that is the what if. That is the what if, so that doesn't count. So the thing about this being I'm doing something a little different and crazy and whatnot is because the coup with the fucking Uchiha joint, that never happens, and Itachi never goes off to kill the clan, because you wanna know why? Fugaku is the fourth Hokage. yeah, boy. I'm gonna have to, remember that. So yeah, remember that. So yeah, Fugaku is the third. Is the third Hokage. Fourth Hokage. Sorry, not third. Fugaku is the fourth Hokage. The Nine Tails attack happened. Naruto's parents are still dead, and she still has the Nine Tails inside of her. So, yeah. And so back to where the third Hokage is basically, talking to them, and he somewhat agrees with Karai staying, but this has to be also approved by the other Hokage, Fugaku. So they take Karai to Fugaku, and the third Hokage basically says this young man is Karai Uchiha. Gets Fugaku's attention. Is like, Uchiha from the outskirts of the land. How is that even possible? It was he said he was the son. Oh shit, it's only like 10%. So I'm gonna have to do this a little fast. So he's said he's the son of your second in command. Well, the leader of the Uchiha clan. Because since Fugaku was now the fourth Hokage, someone else had to be the leader of the Uchiha clan, which was the rogue ninja, who left because he still thought the coup was gonna happen, but it didn't, because Fugaku is the fourth Hokage now. So, but if he didn't leave, he would have never met Shinohana, and would never had Karai, and this what if wouldn't mean shit. So yeah, that basically happens. And, Fugaku, sensing an immense, chakra from this, terrible boy, and, somewhat, pretty impressed by it, decides to, test him out. So he gathers up a few Chunin to face Karai, and they go in. Karai, hitting him, activating his, not even self-activating his Sharingan, because he doesn't yet. He's not even activating his Sharingan, but he's just dodging. You know what I'm saying? Jumping over and hitting him with these kicks and whatnot, speed and all. Fugaku's impressed with his taijutsu skills. He's almost a master. Skills somewhat similar to Mike Guy's protege, and seeing the Chunis who are getting their ass whooped are kind of getting angry. One of them decides to throw a pretty big fireball jutsu, and Fugaku, seeing this, hit him with the hand side, boom, wood style, wood dome jutsu. With dome jutsu, with a dome full with wood, blocking the fireballs, which surprises both, Fugaku and the third Hokage, and after that, after that, he uses, he turns the wood dome and starts shooting out spikes out of it. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know, it's like wood style spike pillars, and starts shooting out. You know what I'm saying? Not harming them too bad. He's not trying to kill them, but it's somewhat cutting them and whatnot, and doing a little hand size whatnot. He shoots a fireball to get them all one area, and then after that he conjures up the Kirito mask, and it's basically how Ichigo conjures up his mask. He glides his hand across his face, which forms the mask. You know what I'm saying? That it's fucking badass. I love that. I love Ichigo's powers. It's so fucking cool. But Kurai, he glides, the mask over his face, surprising the third Hokage. Fugaku, not sure what this is, but the third Hokage knows about this because the first and the second usually talked about this clan or whatnot, saying they have this extremely powerful mask they can form over their face, but the first Hokage was never able to meet one, since there weren't really that many left. But third Hokage, hearing those stories or whatnot, and seeing this for himself, what I'm saying, just like seeing really excited, seeing that the next generation is going to be strong. And Fugaku, who was also happy because what I'm saying, he's seeing that the Uchiha clan is going to be really powerful, seeing that not only this young Uchiha has wood style, he has this weird power with this mask and whatnot. Hey, you know what I'm saying? And he basically saying that if I could have him with my, it would probably be the most powerful Uchiha bloodline there is. Might even surpass Madara. And Kari, he will, Oh well, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say much. We're not gonna say if he is gonna surpass Madara or whatnot. I mean, as an adult, when he's adult, what I'm saying, like 21 or whatnot, he's most definitely gonna surpass almost pretty much everybody. But not right now. Sorry, not right now. And back to the battle with Kari putting on the mask, he conjures up the scythe and he hits the ground hard with a flaming blast. You know what I'm saying, making a crater, forcing the Chunis to fall in, knocking them out, and winning the duel. And Fugaku impressed, approves with Karahi to be a leaf ninja as long as he and his mother lives in the lives with the it's not even self. I take that not even self. A Hyuga compound now, since he's the fourth Hokage, and fourth Hokage, and nobody really has much of a problem with Uchihas, since this is pretty much he's been appointed Hokage, so they chose his successes over Minato, and Minato didn't really care. I mean, honestly, I don't think that man, well, he did say he wanted to be Hokage, but I'm sure he'd be happy if he wasn't. I mean, he'd be more happy if he wasn't Hokage already, because he's already feared and considered extremely powerful and whatnot. And Fugaku was considering him to be the fifth Hokage. Well, he's dead, so that can't happen. So that can't really happen. But that's besides the. Oh shit! I gotta hurry this up. Or I can. Nah, fuck it. I'll just hurry up. So yeah, Karai lives in lives with the Uchihas or whatnot, or not really with the Uchihas, because they're pretty much all over the place. They're not compound. They're not in their little compound or whatnot. They can be anywhere they want to be now. And so basically, really, he lives with he lives with Fugaku. He and his mother, and they have a big enough house, and a big enough house and a big enough house and whatnot, and that's basically where Shinohana meets Itachi or whatnot. And how old was whatever, he seemed grown man to me, and Shinohana's sad of losing her husband and needing love or whatnot, needing love, and seeing Itachi and whatnot, and Itachi seeing her, and they become friends, not yet lovers, but friends. And during that time, that's when Karai first meets Sasuke. Sasuke and whatnot. And Sasuke heard reports of Karai, and how he already has his three Tomoe Sharingan at such a young age. He knows he has wood style and a secret clan jutsu from another clan, and okay, I really need to charge this damn thing. But anyway, seeing that he has all that, is kind of somewhat jealous of Karate, and thinking that she's better than Karate. She could be better than Karate. Come on, Charge, stop playing with me. Kari decides to fight him. Decides to put him fight him, and basically, he pretty much gets his Sasuke pretty much gets her ass whooped and laid down. You know what I'm saying? With basically on the ground with whatnot, with his his hand uprighted right now, and Sasuke is looking at Karai, and it's kind of blushing, and kind of somewhat blushing a lot, because Karai on accident is kind of touching touching Sasuke's chest. But please remember that, Sasuke's a girl. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to end up forgetting and, thinking that, end up forgetting when I get to Shippuden and whatnot, and you think Sasuke or Naruto is a dude, and then Karai's doing some junk with them, and y'all like what the fuck is this shit? I don't want y'all to be thinking, but you guys are probably are. But actually, blushing hard, Kari, he moves his hand and whatnot, basically saying, saying sorry, and, saying sorry. There's somewhat, he's a little slightly embarrassed, but, you can barely notice it. And, Sasuke, saying, like, whatever, saying, looking away, kind of mad or whatnot, and, Kari, he's saying, fucking piece of shit charger, I swear to God. I need to buy me a new fucking charger. That's what I need to do. But anyway. Well, Sasuke looking away, kind of mad, and, still blushing. And, Kari, he basically saying, like, well, I know my way around lightning and fire and all, and I'm really good with taijutsu and my chakra control. I could, teach you. Sasuke looking back, kind of, excited or whatnot, saying like, really? And it's like, yeah, sure. Because Sasuke, likes, always likes to train and whatnot, and she most likes to train with with her brother and whatnot, with her older brother. You know what I'm saying? He's always busy, busy as the leader of the Anbu. Yeah, he's the leader of the Anbu. Danzo's fucking dead. Fugaku got his ass killed when he found out he was doing some shady shit. Because the third Hokage knew about, him doing, shady shit. So when Fugaku found out about that, he's like, You got me fucked up. You think I'm the third? You think I'm gonna let you get away with this type of shit? Fuck that, bro. Fuck that, bro. You're dead. And, basically, since he can't do shit, he can't do shit, and this is, before Danzo was able to get his hands on Suisui, or Sushi. I can never name right. I always end up saying sushi. So sushi uchiha. Danzo was never able to get his eye. So, he's pretty much handicapped. And he don't have the Sharingan arm yet. Maybe he had it before then, but, I don't care. I'm just gonna say he doesn't have it. I mean, even if he does have it, it doesn't matter. He's dead. So whether he has it or not, he's fucking dead. So yeah. Please tell me it's still recording. Oh, thank God. I don't want to be end up what everybody's thinking they're recording, but their audio didn't, wasn't, doing anything, or, what I'm saying, and they're forced to record it for a second time. That's gotta be, like, the most annoying shit, like, ever. Fuck off, bruh. Like, just stay. That gotta be the most annoying shit ever. But anyway, that's basic. So that's basically it. Yeah, Itachi is the leader of the Anbu. of the root Anbu or whatnot, and there ain't no shady shit or anything like that anymore. There ain't nothing shady or whatever, anything like that. So yeah, the Itachi's too busy being the leader of the root Anbu to help out to help out Sasuke in her training. So she's happy to train with with uh with Karahi. And keep in mind, this is when they're still 10 or whatnot. And so after that Karahi decides to take a stroll on the walk until he's taking a stroll in the village when not checking it out. He's really surprised like how huge this village is compared to his old home in the land of the dead. You know what I'm saying? And as he's walking, he hears muffled cry, and a lot of something getting hit or whatnot. So he goes down that alley and check it out, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. He basically sees a bunch of fucking Joni ninja, father. They're just fathered leaf ninja stomping out 10-year-old female Naruto. Yeah. So imagine that. You know what I'm saying? So they're pretty much they're pretty much treating Naruto a hell of a lot worse than canon. So she's basically just getting stomped out or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Covering up her face, whatnot, and until the kicking finally stopped, and basically the Joni ninja dropped dead, with Karahi having a bloodied sword, picking up a sobbing Naruto. And Naruto, she's still similar to her canon self. You know what I'm saying? It's somewhat tomboyish, but somewhat tomboyish. You know what I'm saying? Moving. Karahi was gonna reaching his hand to wipe away Naruto's tears, and she just slaps the hand away. He's like, it's the same, like, I didn't need your help, turning away, still crying and kind of hurt. And Karahi giving that that adult Sasuke smile, that weird, that smile that adult Sasuke gives. Adult Sasuke smile to Naruto, starts healing Naruto, and when she's finally able to see properly, she basically saying, look up to Karahi, Karahi not saying nothing, but somewhat blushing and whatnot. And Karahi, picked her up, you know what I'm saying? He's like, why are these folks even attacking you or whatnot? What's going on here? And Naruto basically, let's just say she learned early about what's inside of her, telling Karagi that saying that if I told you, you'll just probably hate me too and beat me up. And it's like Karagi's like, nonsense. Just tell me what's going on here. Hang on. Turn this fucking flashlight off. So she basically, explains the nine tails and whatnot and what happened during 2 years ago with the village being attacked and the information was still leaked out by Donzo before before Gaku could kill him. So she basically says that he's like basically says that so and explain that, so she should basically like says, oh, so go ahead and hate me just like everybody else. And Gaku's like and basically kisses Naruto on top of the head, on her forehead. He doesn't know why he did it, but he thought it would make her somewhat feel better, and she don't really know what to think. Just a rush of random emotions just flowing in, looking at Karagi, and he basically saying that you need to train a bit more. You need to train a bit more. And, I'm offering, trading with somebody else. And, see, and such. Naruto's like, but you're offering to, train me? And it was like, yeah. So, meet me at the, I saw, a little training area while I was walking and whatnot in the forest. So, like, because let's say he was in the forest before he started walking through the village. So, yeah, meet me there, and we can, train there and whatnot. It's like, train there and whatnot. And, now it's just saying, you're like, got it. Maybe with your training, it'll finally be my steps to becoming the next Hokage. Believe it, what I'm saying? I can't believe I said that. I wish I never did. But anyway, so let's say a few hours pass. Well, Naruto is walking to that forest, and you know what I'm saying. She say that she basically says just trading with me and Karagi, just us. Thinking about it, somewhat, smiling, blushing, was like, saying, and she's like, I say, shaking her head, I say, it's like, what's wrong with me? Stop. I don't have time for you thinking about, frivolous things like that. I must be the next Hokage. So, she's going. She's, going in, waiting at, in that forest area, and until, Sasuke walks up and is like, what are you doing here, dope? And she, Naruto turns around to look at, Sasuke and whatnot. And was like, wait, what are you doing here? She's like, I'm here to train with, well, what am I saying? It's none of your business. None of your business. I mean, what are you even doing here? I mean, it's like, I'm not gonna say anything if you're not. And Sasuke's like, fine, I'm here to train with Karagi. And
Naruto's like, no, I'm here to train with Kuraihi. And you know what I'm saying? You know, you know what I'm saying? Sasuke was like, what did you say? You know, looking at, Naruto, angry, and they both looking at each other, angry, whatnot, because, not, Sasuke, still, not the type, not the type to want to, to lose to anybody. And, you know, she wants to be the strongest, you know what I'm saying? And she also wants Kuraihi to think of her as the strongest and think of her as the strongest. So, you know what I'm saying? They look at each other, angry, whatnot. And Kuraihi comes walking up, just like, what are you two doing? It's like, Sasuke, I'm just telling this brat to, leave so we can begin our training. But she's also, but Karahi is basically saying she's also here for training. And Sasuke's like, what? Really? Mad, looking away. Because, she wanted to train with Karahi alone. Not in, that lovey-dovey way, because, I'm saying, they hadn't hit that, that point, you know what I'm saying? She just wants to, to train with Kuraihi alone. That's really it. She don't want, anybody else to be here, especially not Naruto. And Naruto, somewhat the same way. It's like Kuraihi basically saying, it's like, I want to help train you both. I think that'll be quite interesting, really. And if you two, have a problem with, working together, I guess I'll just, leave. And both of them say, no, it doesn't have to be that way. You can train us both if you want. And, saying, fine. This was going to be interesting. So with those, during those 2 years, Sasuke, trains and, unlocks her Sharingan, both with, two Tomoe, and Naruto is, is doing better with her chakra or whatnot. And, I basically, somewhat skipped the academy because, fuck, I don't care. I basically somewhat skipped the academy, and Naruto already knows her Shadow Clone Jutsu, and Karaihi finding about that and decides to help her out with the Shadow Clone Jutsu, and Naruto learns the secret with the Shadow Clone Jutsu with that memory shit that he learned from Kakashi. But now she learned it early from Karaihi. And basically that's how it goes. And they both become extremely capable ninjas. So yeah. This is the young 13-year-old or 12, 13, whatever the fuck, Naruto and Sasuke. And just know that I don't own none of these pictures. Just gotta throw that out there. And that's the last time I'm ever gonna say that. So yeah. Fucking damn thing, you best charge, bruh. Don't mess with me, dog. There we go. So yeah. This is basically how they are now, how they look. because you know what I'm saying. I want her to find something different from their usual outfits because that's for that's a boy, that's for the guys. I want something different for the ladies, and because I don't want that ridiculous jumpsuit on female Naruto. I mean, there are ways could make that look good on her, but fuck that. This is better, way better, and this is better and this is way better look for female Sasuke. So yeah, that's basically it, and they go on with their training and whatnot. Fugaku's proud seeing that Sasuke Sasuke is strong and whatnot, and the third Hokage is proud of Naruto, seeing how she strong and still has that feistiness similar to Kushina and everything. That makes her happy, makes him happy, and what I'm saying, and that's basically how it is. And Fugaku, seeing how they seem to work so well together, decides to pull some strings, and some strings when they decide to, go on teams or whatnot, and basically when they finally announce teams, they announce Team 7. Naruto Uzumaki, Sasuke Uchiha, and Kari Uchiha. The boys are, kind of jealous because, they kind of jealous because they pretty much, got the, that Karaki is teamed up with the cutest girls, and, Karate's teamed up with the cutest girls, and Sakura, if you're wondering about Sakura, she doesn't exist in this sort of, since, she got replaced by Karaki. So yeah, that nuisance is gone, so yay, celebrate. So yeah, after, they're announced with, Team 7 and whatnot, and they finally meet Kakashi. And whatnot, and he looks at them, and he likes what he's seeing. You know what I'm saying? He's he's sensing their strength and whatnot. Decides to ask them, go on the roof. So when they on the roof, they ask for their dreams and whatnot. They start with Sasuke. She basically says that I want to be the most powerful uchiha to ever exist, and when I do become the most powerful uchiha, I get to I'll be able to have a certain someone all to myself, looking at someone looking at Karaki, Naruto noticing that, kind of a little angry, and Kakashi, he's saying, okay, your turn, Naruto. And she's basically, saying like, I plan on being, the first female Hokage. We already know that dream's gonna be destroyed soon. So that's basically saying, so I plan on being the first female Hokage. And Kagashi's like, yeah, interesting. And you, young man, I haven't seen your face around here. And Karahi's like, yeah, I'm new. I'm from the village of the land of dead. The land of the dead. And basically, what my dream is, well, I guess to revive my clan. And in order to do that, I'm probably gonna need more than just one wife. Both of the one wife, him laying back and whatnot, and Naruto and Sasuke blushing hard, looking away and whatnot. And Kakashi is like, is that it? Oh no, and I want to kill Orochimaru. Kill Orochimaru. And Kakashi's like, oh, well, I hope you achieve that dream one day. Oh, and Kakashi's like, oh yeah, I hope so too. Well, and Kakashi's like, well, this is quite an interesting team I have here. So, yeah. So yeah, tomorrow we're gonna do a test or whatnot. So, don't eat or you'll throw up. And it's like, all right, sir. So, they leave and, Naruto, starts to leave everything, but Karai, looking at, Naruto, because he knows where Naruto lives and, does not care for that, place, care for that, our apartment place that Naruto lives in. Pretty much actually like, Naruto, you want to, live with us? Sasuke's like, wait, what? It's like Naruto's like, are you sure? It's like, totally. Fugaku shouldn't have a problem with that, right? Shouldn't have a problem with that. So yeah, how about you come live with us? It was like she said, okay, grabbing onto Karahi's arm, holding it, holding whatnot, and Sasuke like, hey, grabbing onto his other arm and whatnot, trying to pull it her way, you know what I'm saying, and Karahi, just like, whatever, this is irritating. So that's basically what happened. They finally go to home. Karahi explains everything to Naruto. Explains everything to Fugaku about Naruto, and Fugaku, they don't have really a problem with that. So it's like, go ahead, yeah. And what I'm saying. And he wants, mostly to watch over, Midato's, kid, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Because he feels like he owes Minato. So what I'm saying? He's like, why not take care of his kid? So that basically happens when they have dinner together, whatever. They have dinner together, and when they are finally able to when they go to sleep or whatnot, Sasuke wakes up half through and decides to, sneak into Karahi's room, and whatnot. And as he sees him sleeping, she sees another body under her covers, whatnot, and she's like, huh? Throws over the covers, whatnot, and sees Naruto there, someone sleeping. And they both wake up. Karahi's like, what's the other? What are you doing in my room, Sasuke? What are you doing in my room, Naruto? And Naruto's like, just to make sure she doesn't try anything. And Sasuke's like, bullshit, you was already in here. And Naruto's basically saying, it's like, and I don't plan on leaving. And Sasuke's like, fine. She gets in the bed with him, holding on to, Karai's arm on one side, and Naruto's on the other side. It's like, what I'm saying? It's like, this is gonna be a long years with you guys. Really long years with you guys. And, that's basically where I'm going to, end this off. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed. Maybe there'll be a next What If on Monday. I'm not sure. We'll see what I'll do on Monday. But yeah. Yeah. I hope y'all enjoy this little, this What If. It's a little different. You know what I'm saying? Different, OC and, female Naruto, Sasuke and everything. But, you know what I'm saying? It's interesting. It's quite interesting. I like it, and I hope you guys liked it too. So, besides all that, this is where I'm gonna end this off. Thank you for listening, and goodbye. God damn it. Don't look at